So ladies and gentlemen, back again with another video, and today we're going to be doing a movie review on Stephen King's Pet Sematary. Now, Stephen King's Pet Sematary is based off a novel of the same name, of course, by Stephen King himself. And this is, I guess you could say, the first of many live-action adaptations of Stephen King's Pet Sematary. This film stars Dale Midkiff as Lewis Creed, Denise Crosby as Rachel Creed, and then you have Fred Gwynne, who is plays Judd Crandall, and then another person is what we call it. So I already forgot his name already. So there's another notable actor in here that plays a memorable character, and I believe he plays Victor Pascal. I'll probably have to leave the name right there on the bottom, since I can only remember those first three. But the story and the premise of the movie is basically the Creed family moves from Chicago to Maine on the countryside. And then, of course, they get to meet Judd Crandall, the guy that's been living there for many years, many decades. And he kind of introduces them to the Pet Sematary. And then I guess you could say he kind of has a I guess a conflicting relationship with his wife's family members. So you see that sort of dynamic playing out, because there's times where he's basically just there by himself doing his own thing while, you know, his wife and his kids are celebrating, Thanksgiving in Chicago. This film was directed by Mary Lambert. She would go on to also direct the sequel, Pet Sematary 2, a few years later. Of course, that one stars Edward Furlong and Clancy Brown, two more other recognizable names. But today we're talking about the first Pet Sematary. Now, this film has a very good dynamic when it comes to the horror and the creepy factor. It has a nice slow build up. You get to know each of the characters well, before it builds up to the whole dynamic of the suspense and horror kicking in the movie. So I thought Mary Lambert did a good job with that. Of course, I would say that the two standouts of the film would probably be Fred Gwynne, who's mostly known for playing in the popular 1960s TV show The Munsters. He puts on a very good performance as Judd Crandall, and of course he has a lot of memorable dialogue from the movie, which has been used countless times. In fact, his character, Judd Crandall, has been even parodied on the popular TV show South Park. You can find a whole compilation of that on YouTube. But yeah, he puts on a very good performance in the movie. You really get to know his character very well. And then, of course, the actor I mentioned that played Victor Pascal, he puts on a darkly humorous performance as well, and he really stands out part of the film. As far as like the two leads, Denise Crosby, I think I recognize her from Star Trek: The Next Generation, at least the earlier seasons, anyways. And I don't even know if she's even still acting anymore, but she was very active back then when this movie came out. And I think I've only seen Dale Midkiff in some other movie. I think it was with the movie with Joe Platano. It's like a TV movie, like a cop drama. But other than that, I don't know what other work he has been done lately. But for talking the film itself, story context, it is very good when it comes to the horrors and the thrills and the build-up and the suspense. So that way, once you're done with the whole, I guess, character development and backstory for each character, right when, the horror sequences kick in Pet Sematary, you actually get fully invested in these characters, and you want to see how it's all going to play out, which I thought Mary Lambert did a very good job in doing that when she directed this movie. And of course, I have seen this movie countless times. I remember watching it plenty of times as a child growing up. I think I've watched it more times than I watched part two. But overall, I think it is a pretty good horror movie, and it pretty much delivers. It pretty much delivers because, like I said, I've watched this movie countless times and I actually liked it. And I still like it till this day. There are some factors that do creep people out, especially if you are a parent. One particular scene in the film, which leads to a tragedy, which further builds up the suspense and horror leading up to the finale. So I thought that they did a great job in doing that. And like I said, there's plenty of memorable quotes and scenes from this movie. So that it's really neatly put together. So if I were to give my final grade on Stephen King's Pet Sematary, the 1989 version, I would give it a solid A plus. Have you guys seen Stephen King's Pet Sematary? Let me know. Comment below. Did you guys like it? Did you guys hate it? Do you guys prefer the 2019 reboot with John Lithgow? I think the other actor was, I think it's like Jason Clarke or something like that. I'd have to go revisit that movie. But yeah, the 20, you got the original 1989 version, you got the 2019 version. Of course, both films end up being follow-ups. This one got a part two, and the 2019 version got a prequel called Bloodlines. So maybe I'll review those ones down the lines once after, I get through the original Pet Sematary timeline before we go over the rebooted timeline. But yeah, give me your thoughts on what you guys thought about Stephen King's Pet Sematary. And comment below. And if you want to see more content like this, I have a whole catalog of movie reviews and TV show reviews, unboxing videos, DVD and Blu-ray hauls, and my Fun Adventures YouTube vlog. So if you guys want to stick around for more, then make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys around for the next video. Have a great day now. Peace.